Welcome to Second Take, along with Phil Arbolino and Eric Hammond. I'm Pat Kiernan, and college basketball this week has been at its high point.
Oh, yeah.
Championship game last night. Louisville beat Michigan, 72.
Probably one of the best national championship games.
Yeah, it was a really good game.
Long.
What do you have to say about it, Eric?
I really enjoyed it, but there's a lot of missed keys I saw by Michigan and by the referees. But I don't really like complaining about referees just because you don't want to be that guy. There's always referee problems. Trey Burke definitely had a block there at the end that was called a foul. But when I look at the game, I really look at some miscues by the coach of Michigan, John Beilein.
Right.
Trey Burke was the guy had 2 fouls in the first half. And granted, you saw Spike Albrecht had 17 points. His career high before that was 7 points.
Really good job.
So that was incredible for him just to have a 17-point game.
Right.
But Trey Burke sat pretty much a lot of the first half. He had 2 fouls early on.
Right.
And
that's what led to Michigan being at a lead so early on.
He started favoring Spike, and Spike is still a freshman. He made a lot of mistakes. I thought down the stretch he had 17 first-half points, nothing in the second half, and I think that was really not a good thing for Michigan.
You look at that's what really led to Michigan having such a good first half, being up at the half.
They're up by 12 at the half. You gotta remember that.
Well, they were up 12. They were up by 12, and down with 5 minutes
left.
In the first half, they were up by that much. Luke Hancock, most outstanding player.
Went off. He had 3 straight threes. He was 5 for 5, the most 100% three-point field goals made by any player in the national championship game. Without obviously missing one. So he played very well. But then Russ Smith, Chase Mahanen, Gorgie Jang, and then Peyton Siva. These guys were all playing.
They're really
Playing
non-existent.
very good basketball.
And you look at Russ Smith today declaring for the NBA draft.
Right, and that's why when you go on top, like Kemba Walker did. And then last year, Anthony Davis has only 1 year. But and then also, too, look at Rick Pitino. He's the first coach ever to win a national championship with 2 different college basketball programs, which is a feat.
He actually got inducted into the Hall of Fame earlier today.
I was just saying, that all explains when you do that good of a job.
Right.
Great things like that are going to happen.
One of my favorite moments, though, had to be them lowering the basket for Kevin Ware. I mean, that's why you got to love sports. I mean, that was just an awesome moment.
Yeah.
You look at Kevin Ware, the injury that he sustained, the way that Louisville was able to come back from that, battle against it, win basketball games. It's a great feeling for him and the entire team.
So speaking of Kevin Ware, we got a new segment. Actually, this is probably going to be our only time to do this segment, but it's called Where
Does It Hurt?
So obviously, you guys haven't seen a video of Kevin Ware snapping his leg.
Probably one of the most gruesome sports injuries I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Live on TV.
Yeah, live on TV.
I don't know. It was really hard to look at, but based on what I saw him, talk about it afterwards. They didn't feel anything because all the adrenaline.
All the adrenaline, all the shock, and what was awesome about it was
all he was worried about was them winning the basketball game.
Yep, that's all he kept saying. All he said to his coach was, "I'm fine, win the game."
There's definitely a storybook there.
Definitely.
But honestly, even though the injury looked as gruesome, it's not that bad. Like, he only broke his leg in about 2 places. He'll redshirt a year. He'll be back. He'll be back next year. I think he'll be back 100%.
That's a very bold statement.
Yeah.
I think
when you look at that injury, it's also if you break that, you're obviously gonna be more prone to breaking that easily.
You also got to remember, though. I know obviously different sports, but Buster Posey had that exact same injury, and then he comes back.
Completely different sport. You're not running back and forth on a basketball court.
Especially when Buster Posey's playing catcher, he's sitting in one spot the entire game.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, catching has a lot of damage on.
I understand what you're talking about. It was a different injury, of course, but Adrian Peterson had an injury. He came back and almost broke the record for amount of rushing yards in a single season.
That was incredible.
There's some freak athletes out there that can come back from.
And too, you look at players like Kevin. You look at players like Kevin, where they're going to be a lot more apprehensive when approaching games with that injury in mind. They're going to think, "Oh, should I make this move? Should I make this cut?" Same injury might happen.
The move he made was like.
Really, he was going.
All he was doing was contesting a shot.
He was going to block a shot, and it just landed wrong. At first, it looked like he landed on his ankle, but then when you look closer, it was just like, got really.
It was gruesome. It was.
Very gruesome.
I watched that on repeat. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I saw that on repeat.
Yeah.
I know Pat doesn't really like those kind of injuries.
I'm not a big fan of them. No, I don't do bones.
Yeah, but you know it was bad when even Coach K had to wipe his eyes.
Yeah.
You know it was that bad.
Yeah, think of the players having right in front of them on the bench.
Yeah, you just saw the entire Louisville bench jump up.
20 minutes.
It was crazy.
I would have never been able to.
I think it was Mahanen or it was Siva.
And Siva.
The whole team was crying.
The 3 of them were right there. They all jumped up in fear. Then they went over to help him.
But he took it like a champ.
Yeah,
he did.
Most definitely.
He just said it. He didn't even say it. He's like, "I'm fine. Win the game."
Right. And they did.
And
They won the
they
game.
came
That
back,
they
won,
did.
they won
They won a
national
national championship.
So let's swing to another topic.
Right.
Right. Baseball season
Yep.
kicked off about a week. I know Phil's very
I'm
excited.
very
Those are
excited.
happy
My
about
New
his
York
Mets.
Mets, 5-2. Come get some. Yep. Opening day. Colin
Why don't you
Cowgill.
explain what we're going to come get?
Tell you what we're gonna come get. We're gonna get a playoff spot, and we're gonna get the World Series. That's what we're gonna get.
Okay, well, obviously
it's a
here
bit
you see
bold.
Here, you got Colin Cowgill hitting a
opening
grand
day.
slam opening day. It was actually awesome. At first, they thought it was gonna be a triple.
And that was
So
a
you
great
see him,
call.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
a great
it was
call.
very
And all
good
of a
call by
sudden,
the
yeah, very good call by the umpire. And he's on fire. John Buck is on fire. You got Matt Harvey, 2-0, has an 0.65 ERA. He's there's on fire. And let me tell you, they win 80 to 85 games. They can sneak in that second wild card spot, and all bets are off.
All right, so don't get your hair caught in a I don't know the saying.
You know what?
But
Who knows
I know you're
this
very
team? You know what?
excited.
I'm getting very excited about it. You know, it's nice.
Mets fans were very excited last year too, and they
Yeah.
started off 4-0.
You look at the Padres; they're 1-6. They're 1-6.
Yeah.
Look at the Marlins that they beat.
And you got the
1
Phillies.
and 6.
And you got the
And then
Phillies,
the
in which
Phillies,
last
they
night
haven't started-
the
The Phillies
Mets
who
put
are
up
a par
7
team.
runs off of Roy Halladay
Okay, 13
yesterday.
runs. The Indians scored up the Rays. The Rays
Yeah.
not a good team or something.
And David Price was
7
pitching
runs.
that day.
Yankees got 7 runs off the Detroit Tigers, the defending AL champions. So I don't know where you're going.
Justin
with the whole 7
Verlander,
runs,
nonetheless.
but- Exactly, it's Justin Verlander. He's been more. He won MVP.
Cy Young MVP winner 2 years ago.
He has a lot more impressive.
He's got a pretty good
in recent
resume.
Times over Roy Halladay. Let's not game up on Phil though. Let's talk
Yeah,
about our
Let's talk about our
Yankees.
Yankees.
Let's talk about our
Yeah,
Yankees.
he's
Bit of a
off to pretty
shaky
slow-
start.
Pretty slow start.
It's
I mean,
around 500.
Well, you know,
It's a
well, you know
shaky
what?
start,
You
but-
guys, welcome to everybody else's life. I'm not having a $10 million All-Star at every position.
We haven't always had 10 win. I don't know.
Yeah,
well, you've
there's-
had an All-Star.
Don't take shots at the
Let's
money
see,
because
Teixeira,
the Mets have a lot of
Cano,
money
Jeter.
too. The Mets have a lot of money too. We didn't invest in Jason Bay and have
Yeah.
him bust. Let's just
Hey,
put that
Jason,
out there.
hey, you know
Very
We
true.
invested in
You got-
Johan
you got to
Santana
back
and
with
have him get
Jason
injured all these.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to the actual season.
Yeah.
The more important things we want to talk about, of course, what they've been doing so far this season.
Yeah.
And speaking of those acquisitions they had to make, they got guys like Vernon Wells, Brendan Bosch, a lot of these players who are replacing injured players, and one of them is Travis Hafner.
Travis
And
Hafner,
Travis
my man.
Hafner has really gotten off to a really good start with the Yankees.
Yeah.
Had been struggling in the last couple of years with injuries.
Injuries over
and
in
here's
Cleveland.
his first home run ever as a New York Yankee. Granted, it came in a game where the Red Sox beat the Yankees, but
Nonetheless, a good
unfortunately,
sign.
but it started off well, and actually, it started off him start play better, and he eventually hit another home run, a 3-run bomb against
Yeah.
the Cleveland Indians, his
former
club,
team.
former city he played in. And I'm excited to see what Hafner can do. Pitching, I think ever since the jitters got out of the first start,
Yeah.
except for Andy Pettit, pitched phenomenal.
Andy Pettit is he's just a phenomenal pitcher.
Yeah,
I don't
so glad
care
to
how
see
old
back
he
on
is. I'll
the
take
field
him on my staff any day.
I'll take him on myself. Any staff.
Hey!
Hey,
What is
Phil,
that?
you like a Yankee?
Listen, you guys think I hate the Yankees. You know what? I respect the Yankees, but
No,
quite
yeah.
frankly,
I'm glad you do.
Thanks.
I don't respect the Mets, but no, I'm
Really?
just
Oh,
kidding.
yeah,
I
okay.
do. Don't worry about it. But where do you guys? I mean, I know Phil sees the Mets going far. We already said that we don't.
Yeah.
But Yankees,
You know
tough
what?
division. Where do you see them going?
I see the Blue Jays winning the division still, and I see the Yankees
been
making one of the
yeah,
two wild
Blue
card
Jays have
spots.
been struggling. Dickey's been
Yeah.
struggling.
Yeah, wait for them to hit their
Not just
stride.
Dickey though.
Yeah.
I think they got to get Lowry back.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of players.
I think you gotta wait for the Blue Jays to
Encarnacion.
hit their stride.
Yeah, they have a lot of hitters that
Yeah.
need to play well. And
Exactly.
if they're in slumps, they're not gonna. It's that offense.
It's gonna be that much more.
Compared to the
difficult.
rest of the pitching, their pitching isn't as good as the rest of the
Yeah.
pitching of the AL East.
I made that
But the
prediction at the
batting-
beginning of the season. I'm gonna stick to it. I still think the Blue Jays will be
Yeah,
able
because
to
the
pull out
batting
that
Blue
one
Jays
spot.
picks up. They have
Yeah.
the best order on paper
Yeah.
than any other team I think in the AL East.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting how this season shapes up.
Right.
And of course, for Phil Averlino, Pat Kiernan.
Right.
I'm Eric Hanman, and this has been Second Take. We will see you guys again very soon.